Good morning, everyone. Chill Girl Crissy here, Alderman in Ward 6. And it is a beautiful Thursday. Oh my gosh, what is the date? I'm like, Anyways, we are here to fuel your mind, body, and soul with goodness, straight up talk. And we're going to be doing our wrap up session about the ChillFest that we put on, Chill Cares, which was an unbelievable outdoor concert down at Stark Brewery. It went for 5 weeks straight. We did have a rain date, but it all worked out. And of course, we want to talk about our town hall that's coming up tonight for Ward 6 at McLaughlin School. So put it on your calendar. Ward 6, McLaughlin School from 6 to 8 tonight. Mayor Rouet will be there. I will be there. I think Dan Bergeron, and hopefully all Ward 6 people will be there because it's so important to connect, see what's going on, voice our concerns, and just enjoy each other. So I guess obviously I don't have anyone here. It's just me today. But there's a lot of things brewing up at Chill Spa and for a possible another Chill Fest. So I can't spill the beans on that yet. But it'll be something like Chill Fest meets Fall Fest. Stay tuned for October 10th, most likely. And we're super excited. But I just want to talk about, our community and why it's so important to connect and get involved and, make things better for all of us, to be a good neighbor, to be a part of making good things happen. And that's why it's important to, and I appreciate Mayor Rouet putting on the town hall tonight. That's really great. So I hope everyone got the news. It's a little hard to get out the news to everyone, but hopefully they'll see it here or on Facebook. I knew he did a media blast. So McLaughlin School tonight from 6 to 8. And I just want to talk about ChillFest and why we started ChillFest. And it all started because we love our community, and we know that music brings people together. And it heals, and it brings joy, and it brings laughter. And as Senator Kevin Avard, who I totally support, and I hope you go out and vote for him in the Nashua area. He came on. He's called the Singing Senator. He was, him and his amazing band, Avco and Mo, were our first opening act for our first Chill Fest. And he talks about music as it's a bridge. It's a bridge of connecting. And we could think that we're on opposite sides, but actually, we're really connected through the goodness of our hearts and what's important to us. So that is why we started ChillFest, is to connect with people, bring joy, bring laughter, and have a lot of fun. And, how did it completely start? Was about a year ago, I saw my good friend Jim Mara's band, the Sold Out Show Band. They were down at Tuscan Village, and they were totally jamming out, and it was unbelievable. That area is spectacular down at Tuscan Village. If you haven't been down there yet, you've got to go down there. It's amazing. They have this great bandstand area where they were performing, and they have live free music, and they have all this area to just relax, hang out, enjoy each other's company, talk, whatever. It's just really relaxing. And I just saw that we need that in Manchester. And, I definitely believe that they've tried to do that in Veterans Park, but it just hasn't worked out. So I was like, you know what? I want to work with my good friend Peter Telge at Stark Brewery. So that's where we had it, at Stark Brewery, overlooking the beautiful river. And it was unbelievable. It was just unbelievable. So, how do you make something happen? It comes with an idea. It takes action. It's connecting with people. And yeah, sometimes we drop the ball. Some things aren't perfect. But it's really about just making things happen and getting involved. And there were so many people that made this happen. people that just show up to be there, to enjoy the music, to our great sponsors, to all my board members at Chill Cares. I hope I'm going to remember everyone's name. Of course, Caitlin Plumpton, Kim Cronin, Jamie Smith, Anne-Marie Hafman, Gabby, my goodness, and I'm like, am I missing anyone else? It's one of those mornings. So let's see. Anyways, we just took it upon ourselves. Oh, Sherry Lynn. Of course, Sherry Lynn from Spark, and one of our good friends, and a forever chill girl too. So we just took life by the reins, and that's what we do. And we want to do more ChillFests. And we got a few sponsors, and I want to do a big shout out to my good friend Lou Gargiulo. Is a new friend. He is from Great North Properties, and I met Lou at the RNC. Obviously, I'm in politics now, the alderman, and I met him, and I haven't been really involved in politics a little bit, but the past few years, clearly a lot. And I think you know where I stand. I'm Manchester first. I'm America first. I am standing up for women's rights, standing up for just the truth, standing up for just doing what's right. And it's kind of why we started this show, and about connecting and being able to voice our concerns and finding solutions and fueling our mind, body, and soul with goodness. And sometimes we have to talk about the hard things, and then we have to shake it off and just either obviously we should let it go, but really it's just about connecting with people and doing what we're supposed to do. And so I'm going to go back to our sponsors as I jump around a little bit. So Lou is an extraordinary man. I started telling him about the ChillFest. We hadn't even put it out yet. Literally, it was in the beginning of July when we were all at the RNC convention. It was amazing to represent New Hampshire and President Trump and being a delegate. We're just beyond blessed. And so I just ended up sharing what I wanted to do for Manchester, and he's like, I want to be a sponsor. And the next thing I know, he sends me a check right away, right when he gets back to New Hampshire, because he cares about our community. And he saw that, we really need to, do some of these great events like the River Fest back in the day. And that's where it really started. We just want the music back and to feel good and lift each other up and enjoy each other's company. So Lou, extraordinary man, extraordinary company. It wouldn't have been able to happen without him. His sponsorship, his company sponsorship, Great North Properties. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for believing in us and for helping us make it happen. Because to me, it's about supporting live music and supporting the artists. And, I'm an artist in my own way, and we're all artists in our own way. But I just really believe that we need to, the past 4 years has been a roller coaster, and, live music went away for too long, and we need to bring it back full throttle, full throttle music, because music heals. It is the bridge. It is the international language of love. It's the international language is music. It's a smile. It brings joy. We feel things when we hear different music, and from the lyrics to I'm not a music person, but to the beat, you want to just move. And when you move, you're able to let go of things, and you're able to get through things, and you're able to follow the path that, for me, that God wants me to follow. So I dance a lot around town, wherever I can dance. And so it was just really great to see people out dancing and singing and enjoying the live music. So I want to shout out to Spark electrical services. Spark has been with us for a long, long time. His wife, Jamie, works with us, Chill Girl Jamie. And I always say Spark, they always spark up our lives. Amazing company, always supporting their community, and veteran owned, family owned. I can't say enough, about supporting our sponsors, and because they support all of us. And the money that is raised that we made is going to go directly to cancer patients through the Elliott Hospital. And that's another one of our sponsors. And I can't say enough thank yous to Elliott and the beautiful relationship we have with them, and Kristen and Anne-Marie. And Anne-Marie Hafman is one of our directors as well. So we're able to directly make a difference in people's lives. And as you know, I don't know anyone that hasn't been affected by cancer. Prostate cancer, breast cancer, lung cancer, skin cancer. It's awful. It's awful. And what we do is we're able to take our funds, and our funds go directly to the patient through gift cards for whether it's groceries or gas, or it just depends on a few things. We used to, pay utility bills, but we've just gone in we're directly working with the Elliott and their amazing cancer center. And being able to touch someone's life is really, really special, because it's really expensive to go through this, and then you miss work, and we know, and we know it's hard, and we just want to make a difference. And because you guys showed up to our event and you made it a success, and because of our great sponsors and our sponsor and our host, Stark Brewery, for their generosity and their support with helping funding our amazing bands, and I'll go into those bands in a few minutes too. Everyone, whether you shared it on Facebook, whatever you did, you shared it with a friend, it's about getting out the good news. There is hope. Music is the catalyst to hope. A friend just shared that, and I just think it's really, really important for us to connect. And even in the heavy times, sorry, I'm a little emotional, we've got to stand up against the negative things, and we've got to voice, we've got to resist the not good stuff, censorship, censoring, anyone is not good. So I just want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts. I work with the most amazing women at Chill Spa and Chill Cares, and a shout out to my good friend Mike Osher, who we loved very much. Sorry, he passed away last year, and he couldn't be here at ChillFest. But as I was scrolling through my pictures about goodness, Chill Cares, he pops up, and he always says, he would say, repeat after me, chillcares.org. Talk about extraordinary people. And extraordinary people show up, and they give. Sorry. And they bring a smile, and they bring the joy, even through the hard times. And I'll share a little bit more of my good friend, his wife, Lynn Osier. Sorry. Whew. Wow. Mike, wow. Osier Realty, lifelong resident, Manchester, so proud of Manchester, and has been there for so many people, and I referred a lot of people to him because he was just the best. Who doesn't? If you knew, to know Mike was to love Mike. And so we did a shout out at the, oh goodness, I'll have to do another shout out. we had a great event. Nori put on this great event with all of us conservative Republicans last year, and we honored Mike Osher um, as a voice of loving Manchester, standing up against the insanity and speaking the truth. And with that, we were able to raise a lot of money and get a lot of Republicans elected to our alderman board, and they are doing the same thing. Conservatives, Common Sense Conservatives of Manchester is doing the same thing, and they are hosting another event with our good friend Jim Osier. Jim, oh my God. Jim, Mara, two great guys. I'm combining them. Their band, Sold Out Show Band, and it's Thursday, September 26th at the Rex Theater, and I highly recommend them. Sold Out Show Band, extraordinary band. They were our last band of the month. We started out strong, and we kept up this. It ended up being 4 weeks of ChillFest, and it was just extraordinary. Sold Out Show Band, Mark Belanger, just great guy. Oh my God, the whole band is just amazing. They brought it, and it was just wonderful. So they are hosting, Common Sense Conservatives is hosting, and the Sold Out Show Band is the entertainment at the Rex Theater to support conservative voices for Manchester and for actually our state. So I highly recommend them to go to that event. And my goodness, it's been an emotional roller coaster. I am so blessed to be here. Thank you to Brendan and Jason, Cody for giving us a voice and doing the video for ChillFest. Sorry, it's like, what an emotional day. I had no idea. I think it's just really important to get involved and to give back and to show up at these great community events and make them happen. And thank you for showing up and making ChillFest a success. And what I mean by a success is we filled the tables. There were people there laughing, and there was joy, and it was just awesome. And Peter Telge, support Stark Brewery. I don't really drink, but I do. When I have a little vodka, I'm gonna pick Stark Brewery's vodka. It didn't give me a hangover. Anyways, I just it's a great place to just chill out, unwind, and have a cup of coffee or a brew or limoncello, martini, whatever. Great food, good people, great people. So Jason, Cody, and Brendan, thank you for allowing me to have Chill Cares, Chill and Heal show, and for doing all the video. And we have one of the videos of what it was with Kevin Avard, Senator Kevin Avard. And I know that they did another one for Sold Out Show Band as well. So we'll have those up on chillcares.org. I just think it's just so important to get involved, connect, love on people, find our common grounds instead of our divides. Because you know what? They want us to divide. And I'm not going to be divided. I'm not. I can agree to disagree with people, but I'm not going to not show up for someone because they are on the different side. You know what? I'm on the side of all Americans. I'm on the side of caring hearts. I'm on the side of standing up and doing what's right. I am on Joe Kelly Lavasser's side, 100%. And this primary is really important, and September 10th is really important. It is our duty as Americans to get out and vote. Do your homework. Check out people's records. Check out how they vote. It is really, really important. I can't say that enough. I voted before, but I didn't really know, I didn't really dive in the way I've dove in because, you got to know who are people backed by, are they backed by big pharma, are they backed by, who are they backed by? I think it's really important. And what do they stand for? And what did they do in the past that has affected us, good, hardworking Americans? We've got to stand up for the good, hardworking Americans that are trucking through. We keep trucking through, Things should be fair. Unfortunately, life is not fair. It's just not. But we've got to find the positive in things, and finding the positive, finding the things that we can agree on and work on and problem solve together. I will not back down on my principles, and I will not back down on what something I really truly believe in, and one I will not back down on is passing out needles to people. There is no reason to pass out needles to anyone. It is not working. It is not working. You can look at all the other cities that have been doing it for a long time. Passing out needles gives no hope. It gives no hope. It is not okay. We are continuing the suffering when we are silent as well. So I hope you join with me in voting for Joe Kelly Levasseur, who has been, he's been a bulldog from Manchester. Us normal, hardworking Americans. My parents supported him. I supported him. And now that I know him more, because I got to work with him on the board of mayor and aldermen, I more than 100% support him. He is the guy that will fight for you and fight for Manchester first, New Hampshire first, and America first. He will back President Trump. And, it's one of those things, it's like we've got to stand up and we've got to voice our concerns. We might not love everyone's personality, but you know what? Policies over personality is key. It's so, so key, Someone wanted to ask, someone told me the other day, actually I was getting a Nutella bowl at Playables, and someone said, oh, we're on opposite sides. And I'm like, what do you mean by opposite sides? Because I'm like, I'm here enjoying some delicious food. What do you mean opposite sides? Well, I'm not for Trump or whatever she said. I'm a Democrat. I'm like, well, I'm just me, and I'm just standing up for American values. And so what are your policies that you don't like of President Trump? And she couldn't answer. She didn't have anything off the tip of her tongue. And so I said, well, you know what? I don't want boys in girls' sports. I don't want boys in girls' locker rooms. I don't want boys in girls' bathrooms. And she's like, well, I agree with that. And I said something like, well, I want to close the borders because I don't want any more fentanyl killing any more of our families and dividing us. That's what's dividing us, is the death of this drug addiction and the suffering. And passing out needles is not okay. So I'm calling all the elected officials that think it's okay. We need to stand together and stand up for what's right. And we need to really save lives. And that's shutting the borders and supporting good policies. So I just want to tell you, September 10th is right around the corner, and I will vote. I'm voting for Joe Kelly Levasseur 100%, and I'm voting for America First candidates, period. But at the end of the day, I will support all Republican candidates, because we've got to stop the insanity of this divide. and we need common sense. And for me, I work with everyone. But unfortunately, it's a two-party system right now, but it's really creating, this is a new wave. This is a new Republican Party, and we are standing up for what's right. So to circle back around, I hope everyone shows up at Ward 6 Town Hall with Mayor Rouet, McLaughlin School tonight at 6, and I hope you save the date for October 10th at, hopefully, it's brewing, we're brewing up a new ChillFest. We are so blessed. And let's see, a shout out to all of our great bands that supported our amazing ChillFest for August. Avco and Mo, Sunday Ave, Shakers, the Giddy Up was extraordinary. Sold out show band. You can see them Thursday, September 26th at the Rex Theater. And, you know, I just want to thank everyone for just loving on each other. And there is so much hope, and there's so much joy, and there's so much goodness. And supporting the arts and supporting each other is so, so key. And final wraparound, thank you, my good friend Lou Gargiulo, Great North Properties, for being our first and main sponsor of our first ChillFest series. And of course, Spark for being Giddy Up, and Elliot for being Giddy Up's main sponsors. You know, we need to continue sparking that light in people's lives and sharing the goodness. But what's important too is real truth, and being a good friend is really kind of saying the tough things sometimes. So, you know, sometimes we have to get uncomfortable, but then, you know, we see a little more light, and it's all good. It's all good. And being a good friend is sharing. So share, love, chill, and be good to one another. Get out the vote September 10th, and Manchester first, and step to goodness and love for all. Until next time, stay chill. God bless.